Good morning students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. I am here again with maths class. Before heading over to exercise 12.2, today we will learn about angles. So let's understand what is an angle. Here you can see two rays are there, and if we will join these two, or if we will join the end of these two rays, we will get a shape. This shape, the shape formed after joining the end of these two rays is called an angle. And in the language of mathematics, when two rays start from a same starting point or from a same point, that shape is called an angle. And in an angle, there are different parts. This part and this part, these are called arms of an angle, or we can say sides. These two are arms of an angle, or we can say sides of an angle, and the point where these two rays start or these two rays meet, that is called vertex. The point where these two rays are meeting, that is called vertex. So it was about angle. Now let's understand about different types of angle. Types of angles. First we will understand about right angle, because after understanding right angle we will study about other types of angles. When one straight vertical line and a straight horizontal line meet, the angle formed is called right angle. Right angle. And the measure of right angle is 90 degree. After that, let's study about acute angle. Acute angle. Angle less than 90 degree. All the angles formed in between this, from this to this, less than 90 degree, are called acute angle. Angles less than 90 degree. Then obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Angles greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree are obtuse angle. See, this is also an obtuse angle. This angle, this is 180 degree angle, and we say it straight angle. Straight angle. Now see, here we studied about right angle. The measure of a right angle is 90 degree. Acute angles, all angles less than 90 degree or greater than 0 degree are acute angle. Obtuse angle, angles greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree are obtuse angle, and straight angle measures 180 degree. Now after this we will understand how to measure angles. Let's start the measurement of an angle. How do we measure angle? As you have studied the chapter measurement, there you have studied about measurement of capacity, measurement of weight, measurement of length. So whenever we have to measure an angle, we will measure it in degrees. So how to measure an angle, that we will study here. If you will see, for measuring an angle we need a protractor, and this protractor is having different degrees. As we measure an angle in degrees, so there are different degrees. It starts from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 up to 180. From this side it is starting from 0 and ends here at 180 degree, and in the same way here is 0 again, and from this 0 it ends here at 180 degree. Now we will understand how to measure different angles. Let's take a line segment, this. Now we have two arms of an angle and we don't know the measurement, what is the degree of this angle. So now how we will measure it? Here you can see there is the meeting point, or we can say the vertex of this angle, and in your protractor there are, as here you cannot see that these lines are meeting at this point of 90 degree, but in your protractor all these degree lines will come and meet at this point, that is of 90 degree. So what we will do for measuring an angle? At this vertex we will keep this point, we will try to keep this point at the vertex and the 0 at the horizontal line. We will keep this 0 on horizontal line, and we will try to place the point of 90 degree here at the vertex, and then we will calculate the degree of this angle 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66. This angle, the degree of this angle is 66 degree. See, this time we measured this angle from this side. Let's take one more angle. Now this time we will measure it from this one arm. Same we will do, we will try to place the 90 degree point at the vertex, and this base or 0 degree line at this one arm of the angle. And now we will start measuring. It moved little bit. Now we will measure it 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 25, 129. It is 129 degree. The degree of this angle is 129 degree. If I measure this angle from this side or from this arm, I will get the same degree. There will be no changes in degree if we will measure it from any arm. Now we will start exercise 12.1, and the first question is, this we will do in book because it is book work. First question is, which angle is smaller in each of the following pairs of marked angles? So some pair of angles are given and we have to find out which one is smaller. So first is 65 degree and 40 degree. So which one is smaller? 40 degree angle is smaller than 65 degree. So take out your pencil and just write small in this 40 degree angle or in front of this 40 degree angle. Part B is 90 degree and 125 degree. 125 degree is an obtuse angle which is greater than 90. So 90 degree is small. So write small next to 90 degree angle. Part C is 130 degree and 70 degree. Obviously 130 is greater, so 70 is smaller. Write small there. Then part D, there in this the shape is something like this, and two angles are there, and you have to find out which one is greater. If you will look at figure, it is clearly visible that angle ABD is smaller than angle DBC. So write angle ABD small. Next part E is ABD and DBC, angle DBC, that you have to measure. So I want you to measure it with the help of your protractor and find out which one is greater and which one is smaller. It's almost looking that these two angles are same. So for that you have to check whether they are same or which one is greater or smaller. Now we will do next question number 2. Question 2 is, which angle in each of the following pairs of marked angle is greater? We have to find out which one is greater. In question 1 we marked angles which were smaller. In this we have to find out which one is greater. So it is same as question number 1, but in this you have to use your protractor and you have to find out which one is greater. So that you will do by your own, and you have to do this in book. Some are easy, some you can do directly without measurement, like part B, C and D you can do directly without measurement, but for part A you have to measure these two angles, that you will do. Now we will start question number 3. Question number 3 is, measure the angles in the figure. Question number 3 is also about the measurement of the angles. A figure is given and you have to find out the measurement of different angles. That also you will do, but question number 3 you have to do in classwork notebook. Make this figure but try to measure the angle from the figure which is given in book and then write the angles. Now question 4, which of the following angles are acute, right and obtuse? So it is direct question, we can do directly, and this we will do in book. First, A is 90 degree. So 90 degree is a right angle. Then part B is 50 degree. It is less than 90. So acute angle. Part C is 100 degree. It is greater than 90 degree. So obtuse angle. Part D is 130 degree. It is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So again obtuse angle. Part E is 90 degree. So a right angle. Part F is 30 degree. It is an acute angle. G is 80 degree angle. So it is again less than 90 degree. So acute angle. Question 5. Measure the following angles with your protractor and classify them as acute, obtuse or right angle. So question is saying measure the following angles with your protractor. Measurement work you will do, and we will find out whether which one is acute, obtuse and right. So part A, it is an obtuse angle, it is greater than 90 degree. Part B is also obtuse angle, and obtuse angle, it is greater than 90 degree. Part C is acute angle. Part D is 90 degree. Part F is acute angle. Part E is also an acute angle. Now question number 6. Draw the angles whose measures are. This we will do on board. Question 6 is, draw the angles whose measures are. Part A is 35 degree. So let's study how to draw an angle. So for drawing an angle, what you will need, first you have to make a straight line. That will be the one arm of your angle. After that, take help of your protractor. It is the vertex of your angle. Place this 0 on your line and then point of 90 degree at your vertex. Now start, 10, 20, 30, 35. Here it is 35. Now what I will do, from this point I'll draw a line up to the vertex. So the angle formed here is 35 degree. Now next part B is 60 degree. In the same way, first we will draw a baseline. And it is the vertex of our angle. Then we have to make 60 degrees. So we will place 0 here and the point of 90 degree here. Then we will count. And here is our 60 degree. Let's just join these 2 points. Here is our 60 degree angle. Now let's do part F. Part F is 145 degree. Part F is 145 degree. Again, first we will take help from our scale for the base of our angle. Then we are going to use our protractor. So this is it. From here we will start because it is the baseline. So we will start from here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 140 and here is our 145. So as my protractor is bigger in size, my angles are bigger. So 145 degree. In the same way, you will construct other angles in your classwork notebook. And question number 7. What is the measure of each of the angles of a rectangle? So what is a rectangle? Rectangle is a shape which is made out of 4 line segments. The length of opposite line segments are equal, or length of opposite sides are equal. And if you see the measure here, so the measure of the angles of a rectangle is how much? 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. Some questions we can do directly. Question number 8 is, what is the measure of each of the angle of a square? What is a square? Square is a shape in which all 4 sides are equal. It is not looking like square. Square is a shape in which all 4 sides are equal. And if you see the measure of all the angles of a square are right angle or 90 degree. So today we will do this much only. Question number 9 we will do tomorrow. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.